Well, there we go.
But he was able to find it.
Yeah. I could not for the life of me find it the first time.
I know if you
There's no big, the sign is facing that way, and I thought it was gonna be like where it faces out.
Oh, and Google Maps likes to,
Yeah, it wanted me like on the back over here.
yeah, like, back to the
So
or something.
the first time I was driving down that road, I'm like, there's nothing back here. Went all the way through and went to like that Bojangles. Like, where is it? And I pulled around, I was like, oh, I see more. Because it was also hidden behind that pole right there too. Yeah, this place is not easy to find.
What you find?
It's like just far enough away where I don't need my Google Maps to tell me how to get here because I remember. But if I need to take an alternative route,
I need
from
to try
traffic,
that.
I'm like, all right, I need apps to help me out here. Like I ended up taking some back way over that, hopped on this road here. I was like, it was dark too. It's like, that's not even fun part. Here. Save this for later.
Yeah. Matt's gonna get the advanced class now. So we're gonna get to work on a lot of other things.
Yeah.
Other things. I'm actually gonna mute the camera. Unfortunately, finally on YouTube, it's finally working, but I'm gonna mute the camera as we get ready, so. This is our first live stream on YouTube. I don't usually talk to the camera, but I will this first time. This is our Uechi Ryu class here in Carnes, Tennessee. So just follow along, train with us if you like. Just hang out if you want, drink beer, we don't care. Hello. Yeah, we're good. It's been a running joke for the last 3 weeks that I just can't get through station for the first time.
Not why station is just.
It's always here.
Are we, anything going on Facebook from that call?
I posted the share to the group, so if people want to watch, you can go there, and I have it on my page too. So. But no, we're not streaming there anymore. It's a lot better. They don't delete my photos after a month.
Sometimes Kate watches. Not gonna be on tonight.
We'll be there. Switch over to YouTube. Stretch out both arms. I think Gavin's probably already warmed up and stretched, but back, never been much stretching. All right, relax the arms. Yep. Stretch out the trunk.
There's so much nicer in here.
Legs.
Yeah.
All right, go. First, put one leg under you. Pull yourself to your foot. Don't injure yourself. Probably go. All right. We're going to go back to where John. We're going to go back to where you're. Center. A little further. Flexibility is good because without flexibility, power don't matter. This one kicks. Stretch all the way down, straight legs. Yeah. Yes. Roll the knees a little bit. Right. Sleeves. That's up right edge. Alright, first stance. Hand out. We're going to just do 1, 2, 3 with each hand, right? Pitch, eight, up, kick, yep, up, pitch, punch, 2, 2. Alright, next is going to be itch, punch, punch, right? Pitch, eight, up, kick, yep. Rook, stitch, punch, good, good. All right, line up the base. Whatever order you want. All right, good mirror me. So going forward, we're going to do our blocks and side kicks. Pitch, knee, thumb. G. Go. Go. Sit. So when we do these left before, make sure we're chambering completely, not just do this. Right? Pitch, knee, some, cheek, good, work, sit, touch, good, good, forward. First one is going to be block back, punch, pitch, knee, song, cheek, go, sit, punch, two, more, pitch, knee, song, cheek, go, sit, punch, two, left foot, mid down, walk up, left or right, pitch, knee, cheek, go, sit, punch, two, pitch, knee, cheek, sit, punch, right, walk, straight, pitch, knee, some, cheek, go, sit, touch, good, forward, same thing, pitch, knee, some, cheek, go, sit, touch, good, right foot. Shaking, long heel, shaking. Pitch, knee, come, cheek, go, sit, touch, pitch, knee, come, cheek, go, pitch, touch, pitch, knee, come, cheek, go, sit, touch, pitch, knee, cheek, go, just stop if you want to ask a question, all right? Boy. It's right before it. Pitch, knee, stop, cheek, go, work, touch, foot, pitch, knee, some, cheek, go, sit, touch, two, that's rough. Right foot. Yeah, whenever we do this one, just get right over. Well, a rocking fist here. But remember, Gab's trying to beat my face in, right? Lifting me down. I want to tap his arm, right? So there's this little twist, right? Here. It should be right over your forehead, not here, because I don't want it to come down on top. I don't want to get it right. It needs to be out. It needs to be a bit curved, my elbows down. So push. Right. Even if it's really hard, I want that elbow. Forward. Right for it. Shoot up.
Let's go.
Shoot that up. You're in your show. This one we want on the back. Bring this hand up. Tuck the elbow down. Shoot up. Fist. Back fist. Show. Do this one. Just make sure the elbow is coming down first, so it can stop something. And that's right. Make sure this hand stays up and doesn't go back. When we bring this
fist back, back fist, keep it in front of you. Put that here, and same thing with the shoulder. You don't want to chamber all the way back. Pitch, knee, stop, cheek, go. Rook, stitch, touch, pitch, knee, stop, cheek, go. Rook, stitch, touch, get it. Little, let's see. Pitch, knee, stop, cheek, go. Rook, stitch, touch, pitch, knee, stop, cheek, go. Rook, stitch, touch, get it. Let's go. Those. Elbows. Elbow strikes. Going forward. First we do this. The rocking fist. Elbow pointed over the knee. Fist next to your face. Hand up, right? Second one is here, across. The elbow, then arm in. Right? And then back. Remember, back is just as important as forward. Pitch. No, PG. Yes. I'm working on it. I need to read them all too. Write them down. Pitch. Knee. Song. Cheek. Go. Stitch. Touch. Pitch. Knee. Song. Cheek. Go. Stitch. Touch. Pitch, knee, song, cheek, go, look, switch, touch, pitch, knee, song, cheek, go, switch, touch. Okay. So, hands together, wedged. I like my right hand on my bottom. I don't know how our softball guy likes it, but I like to push into my strong hand.
Yeah, I'm right hand on top.
Yeah. I'm right hand on bottom, right? Whatever works for you. Circle, it's kind of this elliptical circle. Down. Yeah. Here. Yeah. Right. Those grabs. Yeah, it's here. Try not to display the fingers out, tuck the thumbs real good. Right foot. One last thing, when we do this, push forward with the back foot. Push back with the foot. It's kind of like a ghost slope. Let's do this one by. And try and take some as it is. Pitch. Knee. Song. Cheek. Go. Fingers. One. Stitch. Touch. Two. These will be our finger stabs. Finger rakes. I kind of like Dave Flynn's idea of
I like it a lot.
mixing it up. So the basic idea of this is do this time. Hands coming toward me. Here, right?
Doesn't work if we're in class.
Just a stab. If you miss, totally okay, right? At least you get their attention. I advise you not. But as you learn this, same for using palms, we're flicking our hands up, so I don't get my fingers ripped off or injured as I'm stopping this guy. Tuck our elbows in and don't go this way. Yeah, always on that, right?
Kind of the same idea as in soft shin.
Right, exactly.
Double strikes.
So there's a few variants to this. We can go stab, we can go flick, which is a little laps. We can go rake, we can go here, to the ridge. Got any others that you like to do? Those are the kind of the 3 or 4 that I know. You can go here, right? Little palm.
Double cups.
Yeah. Box the ears,
Oh, that's
get his eyes out, rip his face off.
That's probably the most devastating one.
So, we'll do the same thing and go forward back. Try to do something different going forward than you do back. Itch, knee, song, cheek, go, rook, sitch, hunch, goop, juke. Make sure brain are done. So we were talking about something last week, and the week before, I think it was last week, you, where we're trying to break the pattern.
Yeah. You're up that muscle memory because we get so set in our
Cup, right? Yeah. And like I do this block, and then I do this punch, then I do this block, then I do this punch, right? We should be able to do all of them in a different order, with different hands. I should be able to do another strike with this arm and with this arm. Relatively fast.
Right?
Because we don't say it any time, right?
Well, I'm also just not as coordinated with my left arm.
Yeah. I think that this was your primary hand is probably your best one. So we tend to find that one back here, right, doing all the work. So that's what this is kind of, sometimes what we're training to do is kind of breaking, well, I always do this, when I do this, I always do this. Well, maybe you can't. Maybe I do a shoot, right? Maybe I do a box, like you were saying, right? Keep that. All right, bring it forward. Knee strikes. On the back. Bring your leg up and use your cushion and use your aura to bring you up. Don't do this, right? Not using the leg, I'm using the outside body. You have to exaggerate, let's go ahead. Itch. Knee. Stop. Cheek. Go. Good. Stitch. Touch. Good. And always remember, bring your knee to your hand, not your hand to your knee, so you're cheating yourself. Itch. Knee. Stop. Cheek. Go. Good. Stitch. Touch. Good. 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 Oh, where's blocks? We'll do a few of these with you, and then we'll keep you guys. Open forward. Itch. Knee. Soft. Cheek. Stitch. Touch. Itch. Itch. Knee. Soft. Cheek. Go. Rook. Touch. Touch. You go up. Down. Right. It's not yet, right? Sit. So this always starts here. Remember what Darren was saying, right? Even if I'm not doing this, I just have my hand here, right? Doing stuff. That's the same idea. Try to keep the turn should stay within your sun chin. Don't buckle your knees. So you turn this way and you feel pressure in your knee, you're probably turning a little too far. Then if I go this way, I should go until I feel the pressure in my knee. That's probably not what I should say. If you find yourself buckling and doing this, or this, don't. Right?
If you sink into your knees a little bit when you're doing that,
You can sing, yeah.
the problem with that is we can very easily get into this bouncing back and forth issue.
Do this. If I turn my wrist out a little, and like you said, that helps with the flexibility as I reach over here. The key is to keep our elbows in and not lose our sun chin. Which song? Go. So application-wise, yeah,
Yep.
there's always one, right? Yeah, I was gonna right? Boom. I'm kind of dragging my hands, pulling them in this, right? Also works to the outside of the hand, here, right? You can do it grab even, right? Here. Want to be very careful with it. This is a very nasty spot thing to hit with. When I'm targeting like throat, nose, chin, eyes, I mean, anything in that zone. Yeah. It works really well in his arms too, right? This one fits naturally. Well, good for it, right? And it stops looking like karate so much anymore. Right? Chico Q. 10, 15, itch. Stop. All the way up. Your belly. All the way out. Rub. Itch. Touch. Good. Right. Yeah, it's water. Yeah, sweat sunshine. Sweat now. Yeah.
Almost getting there.
Oh.
Kind of taking it easy then.
It's funny, I was telling Bob this, it's kind of funny when you're teaching and you're doing it and having to talk, because it actually wears you out. You use more air. It's not Jim. Sun chin, ski, great. Joy. First sun chin, that's relaxed. Profession, you want it to be really graceful and really good. Don't worry so much about power. Uechi Shmai, right foot. Hey. Hey. Got a lot of guys here today to help me. Yeah. Sunshine guy. Ski. Wait, we're ready. Here we go again. Right. The Darish Shmai. This time, a little more power, more intent. Darish Shmai. Hey. Hunchback. Right? Good thing. No. Put your hands on high. Deep. Right? You wait. You shish by. Hey. Fist. Let's start that shit. Okay. Thanks. Right? Yeah, what I was saying, sorry to mess you up there, Matt. When we're here, it's on channel. The strike comes across. This is okay, but this is more correct, right? The idea is, when you do this, you can punch, right? So that's what this is kind of showing. There's a lot of combat application in function. It's one of those, so is this turn with you, right? We work on something like that. So always across your center line. I'm going to way over here because now I'm way, right? On your center line, and then bring it back. Then when I correct you in the middle, it's easier to stop. Make sure our knees are down and that foot is turned in a little bit. So I should be able to push you. Go ahead. Push. Should be able to push you pretty hard here if you don't move. Right? Should be able to push you here. You don't move. So that's what I do when I check your assumption. I want you to make sure that that balance is all the way up through your body. Really, that back leg is ready. Where you strike. Or whatever it is. Depends. Right? Low kick. These guys, you're going to see them doing it something like this. Jonathan's working on this a little bit, right? So this is more of an advanced way of doing one kick. Right? Your hand collapse. You're right here. Right? You don't even have to touch really. This helps you connect the left and right side of the body. And I should turn, because like Bob was saying, I think that's last weekend, right? Turn the hips, right? And it finishes here. So the bigger the circle, the better. Right? And as that happens, this hand goes out, comes back. good for me, whatever keeps my shoulders down. If I have to push my elbows down, again. So, this, keep my shoulders down, and everything coming to the center, then that's what you gotta do. It's kind of depending on your body. This hand here, this hand here. I don't want to crank down like this, then I can't move. I want my hands tense enough to where I can hit somebody with this, and it won't hurt me. The other little.
You can change the weapon on the end of that.
It's all on the palms.
This right here.
Yep.
That can be a tough part of your hand if you haven't worked with it. The good old palm gill strike is like one of the most devastating things ever. So it's very effective. I love it. Like that your own.
Yeah. I started this. I started with kind of this one.
Yeah.
But I moved into more of this kind of, I felt like kind of a tighter kind of way to do it.
Some of the old timers you'll see.
Yes.
Grabbing. There's a concept that you don't practice. Uses little shoulders.
Yeah. So yeah, remember, it's a lot like our GK, right? You're gonna do lots of different things. One of our fellows that say up there at Gilbert would say, the engine is all the same, it's on the end of the hand, it's kind of whatever you want, you know?
Situational dependent.
Yeah. I've used a solution, I've used shoot them. Like with ride thing, the same principle with ride thing. It's actually kind of popular. Would be, I don't think you ever saw me, when me and Turk were working in seminar together, we were working on straining, right? For us, straight out here, right? I got my Sanchen push, right? Push. I've got a nice, right? So one of the things we do is we this, right? Like you shoot that, use right hand, right? Work down, really shoot, right? Right? Here, right here. Those kind of things work really well with just this as the principle, right? Here, right? Palm stripes. They're neat like that one, right? Palm stripes.
Yeah. Gross motor skills, big, difficult to damage parts of your
Yeah.
That's what you're going to do.
And so that's some of the principles that I haven't really talked about some of these in a while. Tuesday it is.
What are we on this one?
What else? Yeah. Yeah, I know this. I've been working on it, actually.
We learned one when we were down in.
Doing what?
We learned in on Shodan, I think.
Yes. Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense that we person at each. Yep. Okay. I know that guy. Yeah, we also, in shorter, we use very good connecting pods, actually.
Yeah.
We don't really have those. Uechi Ryu, we only have 8, but they all connect pretty well. So you didn't have to kind of break out these other ones and stuff. I think they're, but yeah, there's a lot of inside check. Even though it's a training kata, that's true. We're training our body to get hit. I didn't hit you guys today and do all that because we look pretty good. I put these guys up in the week. Make sure the elbows are down and in. I should be able to take a blow to this arm, whether it's a strike or a punch or a kick, whatever it is. And as we step, we're doing really good with this. Find it, squeeze the ground, find the ground again. Don't be in a rush to do the next technique, right? I should keep my head, everything should be straight up and down. I shouldn't be leaning my head forward. My chin should be tucked down. And everything should move together, starting with my heart and my coaching, right? So when I'm working with you guys, with these guys, especially, I'll come behind you up here. Such in. I want you to step. 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 You know what I'm doing? Yeah. Now making sure that you're, so if you try to lean forward and build yourself forward, it's a lot harder, right? But if you push forward with your Kobe, push, it's a little easier. You can actually do. You're pulling out my back. Yeah. But that teaches you that let your coach move forward. And other people will go like this. I think that's right. We'll let their legs move, and it's really hard to have the legs try to pull.
There's also a fine line between here.
Yeah.
And then way back where you're moving forward. You want to have your feet straight up and down. You want to have your center
You'll find whatever your body structure, sees. What works for me is, they're always, I came from a dojo before. My brain works, what my tailbone. And that's what really kind of helped ground me better, so I can't be moving around as easy.
So
But I'm still
let's go clear for a second. And just take some shit like in front of us, right? And don't tuck your hips. And just relax your back.
I mean, it's still relatively stable.
Well, look at this guy. Look at his back, right? Come back here, man. Now tuck your hips. Let's see. Now exercise straight. So this is really a really good platform, right? For delivering a lot of things, right? So just keep that in mind. Once you get here, tuck your hips down. And you can see my Obi just moves up just a little bit, right? It straightens up the rest of my body. It lets me do this. If I don't, then I'm leaning on my face. Or my feet, depending, right? And it just, you can really see it, right? That happens too in our turns. When we do our turns, right? So for here, I turn here. I don't want to be with my feet first. And I don't want to be with my face first. Because we know what happens if you leave with your face, right? So John's to my left, and he's going to give me a hunch. We were working on this last week, right? If I lead with my whole body, I'm ready to take a hit, right? Even if I take. My hands are already up.
Worst case scenario is losing a Lansing blow.
But at least I am off the line. Right? So always remember that my style is these entrance points, right? Don't let the face do it first. It's really easy to do that.
And you get the trumpet haymaker.
We were talking about.
We should start, like, the attacker for Kashiwa Bunkai should just act like a yeah, just animal.
Well, we were gonna do some of that.
Yeah.
Tonight, I think, because,
None of this,
yeah, I mean.
nobody punches that one on the screen.
In real life, man, someone's.
It's gonna be the sucker, it's gonna be the boom,
Yeah,
the sucker punch. Yeah.
It's a really one, yeah.
So yeah, they're just gonna try and tackle.
Then we do it later. Well, let's do Kashiwa. I believe you're still working on this one, so keep it in the middle. First one, let's do this nice and slow. Same thing we did with our first section. Try to make it right. Power, don't worry about that. Yeah, it's fine. You've done this one several times, right? You've been doing that class. Okay. Kashiwa. Right? Yoi. Hey. settle, stop chin. Here. Turn your hand just into the wrist, hide that fist. Good. Right? There and have a good one for these.
Yeah, there's a lot of variations, but
I like that one too. So this, Gucci Sensei, Professor Gucci, years ago, Bob has told the story several times. But he would say, we always hide our weapon, his father. You can find Gucci on YouTube if you want to search for him. Yeah, he's a little Okinawan.
yeah, she's the one, all of his YouTube videos sound like the intro to Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the,
It's all from the 80s.
So he would say, as we come back, this can kind of tucks behind so you can't see it, right? I can strike, right? I can block with it. And you were there teaching, right? And he was talking about this one in a way I never really thought of. Here, here, both, right? You can do a lot. Just for this one, it's a command to him, which I never thought about. But yeah, he was working with me, and he's like, no, if I punch, you go there. If you punch low, it goes there. If you punch the center, yeah, right?
And the drill, that's just like that.
Also, that is really good for grab. Works even better for shooting hands, right? Just put my hand, right? And then come back and say, so that was my face, rear-handed. Yes. Yeah, response, the perfect thing for it. Yeah. So this works real well for that. It uses that kind of similar kind of GK circle motion. I always thought of it as like striking grab. Lots of small bones would not take much damage, no matter how big it is. Especially right?
He's up here.
That's right. I knew what he was going to do. Yeah, good
Blood
punch.
choke.
Yeah. Right? It's a good one.
And it doesn't take, all it takes is.
He didn't do much. So yeah, the key with that though is just
It's like a Foley.
yeah. It is. It is what it felt like.
The axle is your hand and the rope top one is just that fabric.
Yes.
So yeah, and then lock in back. I'm not pulling. I'm just my sunshine is settling back to where it's supposed to be. So you'll see that, right? We do this a lot in the Uechi Ryu. We'll strike our hand on the back. Strike our hand on the back. Right? We'll do the next one. It still comes back. Comes back. This is kind of maybe he punches. Now I have a little walk and do something else. So always keep that in mind, but it should never be a couple of sensei maybe upset. For me, it should not be an action on it, right? It should be a very relaxed. And all it is after you spend that energy, it just comes back to where Sunshine was originally.
And functions the same way. Once you're out, it's not.
Yeah. It's just relaxed. And that principle applies everywhere, in all economies, right? When we say Sunshine is everything. Let's see if that's true. We'll probably do this one time. Break down. Belligerent attack, right?
You get carried away with
Especially if we had turn here.
that. Yeah.
Oh, Turk is a very good belligerent attacker.
Yeah.
Don't you, Anika? Keep, right? Yoink. Practice speed, good power, focus and tap. Punch back. block, kick, stroke, back, right. So that kick, go back here, step through, Judo should be not way up here, but here, right? Now, this turn, this kick is a toe kick, straight up again, block. That was all side kick. But again, that was out of the corner of my eye, right? I love this move a lot, actually. I'm trying to think. I block, yes, I'm blocking, maybe. I like the attack, the guy's grabbing and punching, right? Here. I got it. That's my block, right? This is kind of a block.
Yeah, you got the drummer guy who's like, "Grrr."
You're gonna smash your face. That's the theme of tonight, is the belligerent attacker, right?
Pretty good.
This shouldn't go too far out, right? So now that I got him, like he's grabbing, he wants to have proprioception on me, he wants to beat my face in. If I go too far out, it's too late. He's gonna beat my face in, right? If I go too far in, then he's gonna beat my face in. So it really should be rip his ear off. So you'll see me a lot of times when I do these, I do this, and I do that. That's for that exact reason. What if John doesn't have it? So John has an ear, right? You know, what if this doesn't? What if this doesn't just what if I just kind of star him, right?
Don't forget this little guy that breaks really easy right here too.
Cool. Yeah. So this is also
There's a whole bunch of stuff in this outlet right here that you're gonna damage when you break that
I
clock.
think you get hit very hard there, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to break that.
And then one thing about shoot though that I would keep in mind is don't think so much about hand. Same thing with block, right? With John, I'll get John trying to do it. John's, you know, coming in, right? I'm not gonna block with my hand. I'm blocking with my arm. I'm gonna hit him with my arm. Yeah. It's like they're eating like that. So don't think so much about hand. We'll do this later, but you'll notice other guys, some people do it with the hand when they're grabbing and hitting. I use my forearm all the time, just to train that way. This is a good one too, right? So either John's grabbing here, right? Or John is punching here. This is a really good little intermediate move that you may not see. That's good for a strike block. So group strike block, right? Maybe I grab his gi and punch him in the face right there. Who knows? You want to do it now? Sure. Yeah, I'll watch. That's you. That's you. Yeah, I'll leave you down. And then we'll do the bump out of it. That also. No, that's you. My God. Get right? Good. That's right. And shoot them. Or not shoot them. Sure. So that. Great. With that off. You'll get so tired of doing this one as you train. And then
Until you get to station.
and then you're gonna get to station, and you get into your brown belt EQ, and you'll go, man, I really like it. punch you a lot.
Yeah.
When you come back through, probably do something else to that. Change my plan a little bit. So the Muay Thai, as you guys know, we have a Muay Thai for Kanshiwa, and we have one for Seisan. The Muay Thai for Kanshiwa is what you will do until you're a brown belt, pretty much EP. And then when you start doing Seisan, you'll start doing that Muay Thai at like the upper brown belt level. But Kanshiwa Muay Thai is really just the basic blocks of why we're doing what we're doing. Let's go first. All right. We can do this as a group. I think. Yeah, there's enough of us. If you don't mind taking one right, John, you can go for that. From the right side. Yeah, good. You can flip. So we have two different ways of doing it. We can do it this way, which is group, and we do that when we have a few people. And then there's the formal way,
Which is just two people for testing.
yeah, where one guy is in the middle, he does the kata pieces, and we have another rookie who is attacking him, and he's demonstrating that he understands the style and what the style's for. That's really what you training should teach you how. But that's basically the idea. So they do the first three pieces. Well, no. Forget that. Yeah. John's gonna, he's gonna give him a high. Hey. You're on his right, you're gonna give him a right punch, give him a high. Hey. Good. Hey. You're gonna give him a right punch. Right punch. Hey. Good. Okay. Good. Come in towards the middle here, that's around the edge of the mat. Do that one again. Just a step through. There you go. Good rush. Okay. So what Gavin is doing there, right? Punches, punch, here, grabs, I push him that way. I'm not using my shoulder, I'm using this. Like, then I'm punching, right? That's the way it should look. I should be way over here off balance.
Because you're opening up the ribs.
Yeah.
Or in a good case, it's just the word.
Right. And a lot of times, like in John's case, John's going to give me a big strong punch. You know, I need that for somebody like that. He's going to be a single. I need that. Because I'm not going to overpower him.
Okay, I don't want to park there too long either, because I'm gonna be dealing with something else over here.
So if this doesn't work with like someone like Gav, boom, we can push it pretty easy, right? But John, I may have to move around, right? I may have to come over here. So don't be afraid to do that. I do have a ball all the time, especially since it's all that strength. Bob will come down with like a bomb on top of me, and dude, if I stay up here, I'm gonna eat that arm. It's just gonna work. So you'll find me going around him. And that's the soft part of our product.
And in your case as well as mine, because we're, in terms of our class and in general, yeah, we're just like generally smaller guys, so that's kind of the case most of the time.
Yeah, and you saw that actually when they did that.
Look at that, even hit him out, just got that.
Yeah. I think it's, I got like 20 pounds. Same thing, right?
Hey!
Try that again.
Somebody kick him.
Yep, somebody punch him. Yeah. Good. That's like put your hand up.
Kamikaze black belts.
Yeah. Hi, John. Kamikaze black belts. So that's something, a good thing about bunk time. I just want to pause for a second. Top and mention. Saw how John was, what he was doing? John was trying to hit me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't stop him.
Don't punch out here.
Yeah.
It's easy to follow.
Yeah. John should hit me.
Yeah.
If I don't
Control.
stop. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go.
So just make sure when we're punching, that we're not way out here, we're not punching over here. Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
One of these guys.
Very much. More punch. Right. 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 Oh, yeah. Right. I don't know if it's keeping me in the drawer or not. Good. Yeah, those are like the big things we're looking for about time. Is intent, right?
And control.
And control. And control. That was the next one. Is Uki striking with intent, right? Am I gonna hit him? Right? Is our defender or I'm not sure. The receiver, is he doing good correctly, right? Does he have good technique? I mean, obviously, if it doesn't work, that's a good hit. That's not good. And then, are we willing, a little too willing? I mean, you're going to give your partner a little bit.
I don't want to make a bunch.
But you should give him a bit of resistance. Like John was giving me resistance when we did that. I need that. Make you work a little bit. That's really what we're looking for. Sure. Don't worry, they're not going to go target you. So just like Todd, you're going to start off to the right, and start off to the left. Your left. Yeah. Your left. Yeah.
He's saying his way.
Right.
Right?
Wait. Wait. Side. Here. Come on inside. Right?
Yeah, the first way, okay, I'm gonna give you 2 punches, right? Inside block, inside block. So I step forward and step forward, backward, whatever you want, right? You make 1, 2, just like that, and then yeah, bam. And the second one, I'm just gonna give you 1 punch, block the outside. Yeah. And the hand goes down. You can try to throw away. Actually, 1 in the minute, hold me up first. Yeah. There you go. All the way trap it. Yep. Now, yeah.
One goes to,
Yeah.
so one will go low. One will go
And
high.
traditionally, your block hands low, your off hands high. Works it. So now, switch feet. Block the inside. You're gonna shoot over there.
Just got to stand up there so they get smacked.
Got it.
There. So this is a left punch, block kick. Gotta do it like a circle block, push one arm that way.
He's gonna try and get away.
Try just grab the ball.
I wasn't a very good example. Yeah,
Let me keep going. As you go, there you go. Don't look at it. Don't go. Push me down. There you go. That's it. That's it.
Pretty good.
That's what you want.
just pull on his left.
That's the right arm.
Yeah. As he's pulling away,
Good me.
as he pulls away, hang on and push.
Notice where he is, he's behind my elbow, so I can't fight him. Right?
This is not very hard for me to hold this.
You do it all the time. I can't hit him. I can't. I can try to kick. Yeah, he's gonna hit me off faster. You'll see this in Q. We do this also when we do it from here. Right.
You can't keep like
Try to
this.
elbow me.
You can't.
I've got
You're gonna do a whole lot.
I've got a target-rich environment. Whack. You know, you do a lot of things to it. So that's a real good way to control the arm. Is just to grab that key. Here, right? It's like pushing a wall.
And it takes like.
All my weight is against it. I'm leaning.
Especially if you're supporting on that leg.
Super.
Good flow. And that's not shame. That's what you do.
Because you've got that back leg supporting you, holding that over there. That's just a solo post. You're not.
If we could, we can, let's just kind of explore this here, just for a few minutes. Sure. I love that. I love it too. There's lots in it, right?
I
So,
don't think we give the elbow strike to in our workouts.
I like to do something that way all the time, right?
Fortunately, we have these.
Yeah. Yeah, we got lots of toys here. This is a nice one. I always try at least a couple of times a month to hit the bag with the elbows, right? That's fun. So we're making power here twice, right? I'm dropping, I'm turning off. One of the big things here is that this has a lot of application. So yeah, that was good. So this is good, right? So what we just did in Uechi Ryu is a big overhead strike here, right? First. Well, what if we switch things around? What if, like, remember, not everything is a block, not everything is a strike, right? Well, what if not everything happens at the same time? So maybe this doesn't happen first, right? Maybe he punches, and I use this to block, and I use that to control, right? Or if I do it at the same time. What does that look like, right? So, right? All of these are the same shape. Chris Wonderstones. One of the things I don't like doing is I don't like to let everyone have everything done already. You should be able to do it with me, right? So, yeah, that's fine. Try it the same time, right? To the outside of the arm, right? Roll that over. Make that. Yeah, I mean, you go up. Now you just, yeah. So try here, just like the back. There you go.
You look at it.
One reason why you don't want to put my wrist. So if I do this, I see. If I don't, now I have a little bit more. I can control that joint. So you need to be able to do that, right? Especially with wrists right here. There's little points here where if I cover it, right? Anyway, that's you brought that up for a reason, fun part. Go ahead and hit it. Just like hitting. Down. So what Gavin is doing is he's kind of falling into the elbow, right? So what I'm doing is I'm trying to hold this, right? And I'm trying to hold this. So 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 I'm this. Yeah, right. That doesn't really have a lot. So if I go in and block that elbow, I can't hit it pretty hard. So if I do it at the same time, it's ready. I can put it on his face or his butt, right? So the goal of this kata, while we train this way when we're first learning, let's do it at the same time. I want my foot and my elbow to hit at the same time. See? So, right, okay, there you go. Right? Yeah, so, same time. We were working on this one a few weeks ago, right? Back fist. Kind of just comes back into some shape, right? Hold it for him. That way we can watch. Try not to lean. Stay straight up. Good. And leaning is beautiful. Or don't lean in. Yeah, just perfect. Yeah, just get there. Fine. Right? And all it is this slide, right? You're going high and low. One of my sons told me a long time ago, there's a lot of ways to make power, right? High, low, high. So I dropped, I hit him that way. Really just putting my elbow up. I'm not using my muscle here. I'm using my hips, right? Come on. All right. Right. Then once I hit him, we won't get in the face, right? Come here. Easier with a smaller. Could do one hand. So once we're here. And I'll let you try. Once we're here, this is just the traditional backwards, right? Traditional backwards is right? There's power there. A lot of people don't think there is. So elbow, hips. I'm not doing much. All I'm doing is like moving my hips with my hands. Right? There's the other way, which is the way you have it, which is how I do this in kata, which is down. And all I'm doing is bringing my elbow in and dropping my weight into my body. Yeah. So try the back from here. Make sure we're doing the horse things right. And sinky down feeling, right? I like that. Real technical. Yep. Good. See? You can hear the difference. Yeah. So and you can hear the difference, right? Like if I use it, and you can feel it, right? Like when I use my shoulders, hear that clap, right? When I use my body, it's this thunk. And it's almost knocking it out of his hand, right? So just keep that in mind. And then there's other things that can happen, right? But it's gonna be I'm sorry. Sink down. Because that's the natural next step from this is to go into a choker, right? So what should I bring it down? So you want some of this, John? Well, let's let you elbow here. It's all the way back. Nice, John. I did not want to use it. That's bad.
Don't be afraid to
Go
really chase that one down. It's a fish.
Yeah, UKI. And that back fist is a lot of fun. This is a combo we do a lot.
It's literally in everything we do.
And I think that's why I started doing it this way. One, probably hurts. And as a taller guy, you know, it works that really well for me. But it just leads into that strike.
I was working with our Uechi Ryu brother the other night on their back fist, and it's more of a
Yeah. So,
and it sucks.
It sucks.
It's really effective.
it hurts. Oh, they kind of like whipped it back.
Yeah. Can you imagine taking that to the bridge of the nose right there, or at the chin?
Well, it's shoulder will.
Yeah, that's exactly.
We'll do it that way.
I think like one of the first few times Alex showed up, he did that with us, and we're like, yeah, no, that hurts.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, maybe go ahead.
It doesn't take long.
That's a hard fist. So yeah, that's the different ways to back. Right? Down.
Yeah. That's gonna tear a cheek open.
That's it. Across. Designed to take someone's head off. And if you bunch it on his hips, they're doing all the work. His arm is just kind of falling. Right? So down, back, and then.
Oh, yeah.
Big guy. Oh, you hit the face.
Because this one is very effective, but if you do it wrong, you're gonna collapse your wrist or hurt yourself. It's more of a straight out, like you're trying to drive their nose up in their head. Collapse those rings for your table.
So yeah, that's what we like to do on YouTube. Is take one little thing,
And dissect
cut it,
it.
just tear it apart, and hit bags and stuff. We haven't busted out Bob.
Bob's got protective gear on.
He's got, his helmet helps firing, right? Bob's good for like resistance. We don't have one.
Looks like they started drawing the Korean
Oh, yeah,
outlining
Oh,
the,
look at that.
outlining the outline.
That would make a really good tattoo.
It
Nice
was.
wearing a tattoo.
It might be hard. There's a tiger, there's a crane, there's a worker up there.
Right? Yeah, probably not.
I haven't looked back at the camera in a while.
There's me with.
Hey Bob, there's a crane on the wall.
Not very big, but it's just penciled in. It might be in rest for all three. So, yeah, 35 minutes left. I was gonna do side. We can do some feet on side, but I don't know if you shot us on the side really. Where I want to go. I don't think the shot is hard on what I want to do, but we've been working on it for a few weeks, so we can bring those out. Is there something you wanted to do?
There's some easier we can work on. So, yeah, smash Luigi's.
And it gives us a nice refresher.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
all need it.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll close out the side there. I promise we will work the side, and that's probably what you're hoping for.
Well, I don't know, we can split apart and just post outside.
Let's do some something. We'll do some, we'll go back to some of the basics.
Yeah.
Always good to do that. I'm gonna try and like stick something for a while. Like if we're gonna do side, we're gonna do side for a while. That way we can kind of get some familiarity and learn it. And, you know, maybe work on it.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on my old healing for me.
That way, we can.
We have 3, I think, so.
Yay, pointing objects!
Go ahead. funny, they all come with exact, you think you're buying side, everybody's side comes from the same.
It's the side.
If you're buying from Century or wherever you get it from, Tiger, you know, all this. Oh yeah, a little short. I have a pair like that at the house, called my house side. They're like 15-inch little side.
So,
Yeah, the day I got these, I immediately took the leather wrapping off.
so this is side put away, right? In the web hand, that's how we hold them. And I let the my three smaller fingers drape over. And there's almost, I've noticed this since I've been training with them, that there's almost this little bit of tension when I do this. Depth gripping them. So my index fingers are kind of resting, right? And this kind of presses the side of my arm. So it gives me that, almost a sausage kind of feeling, the pieces of steel. The flip, I really only need 2 fingers over the handle. 3 is better. And I do all 3, just so I have more control. Right? It depends on the size of your hands, right? If you have big long fingers like me, here, out, down. When you hold them down, and this is the opening to my to the collar, right? I've got kind of holding it like a fist. So one thing, when we do kabuto, a lot of times they've said that it should translate into opening a kata pretty quickly, right? So even without, right? Right, down, right. So these translate into you can't take this. Both really. Both because this long hand. Stance wise, we're going to be kind of in this hachi stance. And this kind of wide stance, right? We're working out. And the cross guard, I guess you can call it, I don't know what it's called. But the center of our side kind of rests into my knuckles here. My index finger and my thumbs kind of press forward. Right? And back. Do that. 2, 3, 1, 2. This is kind of clear. So John, give John a because I always like to have a little bit of realism here. And like, why am I doing this? Well, do that, right? But John's poking, right?
Yeah, it's very natural.
Right, it's right there. Right? So that's kind of what these are. Or if John isn't large, oh, which one's out tonight? John, somebody grab, right? Here, that's gonna suck. Or low, right? And then here, that's gonna suck. It is the same. I hope I don't break your bone down.
Not that one.
They do. So,
But they're all like,
that's kind of like the first
they're all
piece,
like,
right?
if you want or mine.
Yeah. I don't have my bow today, but I grabbed some of this tomorrow. So that's like the first thing we start working, right? It's just the flipping inside, flipping it back. There's a lot of nasty things you can do with the side that's tough. In this cottage, one will be out and one will be tough sometimes, right? And the other both strike with the knees, right? So when they're tucked, I've got these hooks. Here we go. I've got these hooks. I can hook inside. I can hook flush, right? I can punch with this. Anywhere, right? It's all good side. So those are kind of like, you have a lot of weapons, even though you're just like,
So we're flexible, probably never be able to read again, right?
you're gonna break something. So this follows like the same principle as the shokin at the bottom. So when we punch with a bow, I punch with this. This is real. I would say it's probably one of the more devastating parts of the side. Works really good from You mean you got a free hand? Just grab like this, right? Like the knee, right? Yeah, like Saturday at work, control. And then it's here. So you're definitely weapons. I find it hard to. There's not 1 inch on this. Yeah, every piece, right? And we've talked about that a lot. Because yeah, so flip. So that's the first thing that I learned. When we have them out, obviously there's lots of things, right? Pointing in, stabbing. I have octagonal side, which are really designed for hitting more than stabbing. I'm sure stabbing someone with this will hurt like that. But when we do side, the flip is where the damage comes from. Right? It's very rarely you'll see it come out and then attack. Right? It's usually a flip and then attack, and that's this bleeding kind of action. Right? So there's always this downward kind of angle, right? So we'll do this, right? Block. This goes medium, high, right? Low, medium, high. And keep this tucked up and down. Right on our ribs. Just below where you would with Uechi Ryu. Right there. So, right, flip back. Try to flip the side back as soon as you can, right? And then try to flip.
It's funny, I'm better with my right hand than I am.
Right. Come on. This will work your forearms, man, and your hands.
Tendonitis too.
Yeah. If you have tendonitis and it went away, it will come back.
Last week, week before,
Yeah.
we worked on my hands, like the tops of my hands.
We're sore.
I didn't know I had muscles on the top of my hands. Like everything was sore.
Maybe that's why my hands are sore.
Yeah.
So it will work your hands, right? And it works all these little small muscles too, man.
Yeah.
Those are kind of like your. And side you do with the teacher, side you. We do a lot of this. Back, right, in and out. And that's actually pretty good. Good over for like the beginning, 2 shots on the side. Because I can really just take pieces of it. Yeah. Flip, come back, over. Flip. Yeah, it's very good. We use this sideways, almost sideways stance quite a bit because it lets us have more reach. It may be tempting to try to use Sanshin and this is not Uechi Ryu. This is Yamani. I have a lot more reach than I do here. So, plus, a big piece of steel. I've got like a 23-inch piece of steel on here. I think that's fine. So let's open up with the first part. So it's really symmetrical. It goes left, it goes right, it goes left, and it goes forward. Yeah, probably the practice of this, but bits and pieces. So we got, the name of this cat is called Kishaba no Sai. It was made by Shoki Kishaba, who was the guy who taught my guy, short.
Like 4 people.
Yeah, he's there. He passed back in 2001 or something like that.
Yeah, I got one.
What?
Able to see, I want to watch.
You want to watch first?
Not in mirror image.
I'll do the first one. That's the other. So these are like parries. maybe there's strikes ordered down. I want to check on. Maybe I'm blocking, right? I'm stepping through, hitting. Maybe this side is coming around. Maybe he's trying to hit me. This side, sorry. Lay down. Very striking. Right? So that's what this is doing. Really, it's carrying this area over here and covering my face. I really like bow against the side because it just feels really right. Or a stick. It's gonna have to be that. So please don't hit me in the head. So essentially, it's going to come this way. Maybe I'll try, right? Control, right? So that's what these are for. And I'm not going way around, being very controlled, where I'm going here. And it's almost going right by my head and straight out. My elbow's dropping. I'm not going. That's later. Got it? Where we do something like this. Right? So that's the opening of the kata. It's really just 3 techniques. Parry, strike, strike. Want to keep going? You want to come with me?
I'm trying to like space out.
There's a
Yeah,
we don't want to
side
each other
around.
Yeah, I get it.
Hit some other hit.
So let's do that first part together. We'll do it with the count. Right. Going. Flip the side out. Flip it back. Over. My first step is going to be the right pitch, the chamber, and I parry. Hit whatever you want to think of it as. Flip the side, knee. This is more to the middle, more the side stance. And then we parry and strike. And then flip the side back. Then we step through, cross the arms, back. Flip the side back. Turn. Parry. Flip the side. Back. Yes. Okay for that. Yeah. Next. Good. To the front, same thing. All symmetrical. One more. Good. Flip side up. So that's always what happens. When the side goes out, the side comes back. Right. The side goes out, the side comes back. That's really good practice. If you haven't reminded me, in this opening piece, whenever we do this parry, I am feet together and then out again. Oh, you're going back. I'm kind of controlling distance, right? And I'm also making count, right? I am going to go from here, I'm up, and then I'm low. So, stick, put away, face it, right? If you just put the stick towards my face, it's here, and I carry, I now have distance, right? Even if I don't have the side, I go like this and this, it changes your distance. So that's kind of weird. You'll see this a lot in the money room. You do it but anytime, the rule in this kata is anytime you're here and you're going to do this move, bring the foot back over. Right? And the closer you can get the two together, the better. How's the time? That was 10 minutes. Just fine. Right? For now.
Yeah, for now. All right. Nice one.
So we'll go a little further. And then you just follow along. Try again. Pitch. Song. Chief. Go. a step of the wrapping.
Cheap stock garbage, yeah.
Now the first weird move. I'm going to step forward, and I'm going to hold the side this way, and I'm going to do a big flippy thing. Good. From that, I'm going to do another one. Step, flip, out. Flip back. 1, 2, stab. PI if you like it. And that's kind of a good stop there. So let's do that little piece again. We'll do it from here. Block. 1. No, that was wrong. Here, sorry. Yep. 1. There. Step. Good. Flip back. Step. Back. 1, 2.
Push-ups.
You didn't step that, did you? Turn. Good. These are working. Back to the beginning. This is what we did 2 weeks ago, Gavin. Is we just kind of worked our way through the cockpit, bit by bit, or whatever. Yeah, that actually looked really good. The way we did that. This could be block, right? Maybe it's block ready. Hitting something, hitting him, right? Yeah. These ones suck, man. I would not want to be on the business side of the one. That's why I don't know if you watched Cobra Kai, but Shogun always carries his sign around with him. I'm like, yeah.
So I stopped watching that after season 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, it got more ridiculous if possible.
Did it really?
Yeah. He knows what I'm talking about. All right, let's keep going. We'll start over again. Make everyone's hands nice and tight. This is good for me too. Don't stab yourself. Song. Cheek. Go. Good flips. All right. 2, left. Mary. Bring to the ubi. Stab. Yeah. Right. Flip the sides back foot. Lie. Good. The next move is a little challenging. Watch me do it first, and then you guys do it. So I'm going to flip this side out, the one side out. Here's a turn. I'm going to go along that angle back. And I'm going to flip the other side. Yeah. Good. I'm going to with my left foot forward. So from here, this one comes out, covering my face, right? And this one comes out and follows. So this one comes around my body. Good. Good. So, sure this one clears. There you go. Yes. I'm kind of holding you both pointing. So we've gone right, left, go up here. This is like a big, what I call a connector move. We kind of anchor the kata here. Now, I'm kind of going off on this other angle here. We're going to stay there for a little while. I'm going to go back and forth. I found like having the pattern out. Is it coming already?
I'm trying to find the end of it, so you just took it off.
Yeah, it didn't last too long for me. Keep going. We'll start over again. We'll go a little further. We'll get to the end of the kata. It's long. But but it's good for us to train. Get, wait, right, right, up, long, G, go. Through the head, Ekklesia side. Good. Next move. Do one of these with the leads, side, back. Step, step one, foot. Step two. Step three. Huh?
Yeah, front bar.
Alright. Anytime we turn, it's always an interesting move in this couch. So this is the fun part. I had to make a video for Dad. Yeah, you want to show it? Yeah. There you go. Real pretty move. Real fluid. Right? So I flip this side back, flip the sides out here. Flip it back, flip it out, turn, those ends are pointed. Good. Flip this left hand out, and the right follows. And I'm pointed back away.
Oh, so you're going back to the same direction?
Yep. Yeah, pretty good for your first time. Turn. So you have both sides put away. The hard part about doing it is you have both sides out at different times when you're moving in one move. Yep, that's good. So that's the first one. I'm flipping this one out as a turn. Good. And then I'm flipping this left one out and over, and the two are the lines.
Oh.
Yes. It takes a little bit easier, right? So it should look like that. Don't try not to drop the left side, because that's what
After sort of turning.
There you go. You got your right foot forward, right?
You just do a lot of those turns. So your feet don't really move as much?
No, you're just turning, right? I'm just turning around. You notice when I do this, all I do is this.
Oh, okay.
I'm not stepping or anything.
Yeah.
Left one is out. I mean, I flip your left one in, you flip your right one out, then you flip the left one out, and the right one goes out front.
Alright, I got it.
Okay? It's the hard, but it's pretty. It's so pretty. Now what I'm doing is, yeah, it takes a little bit to get practice with it. But what this is doing is putting the side right instead of this to the side. What this one is doing is, yeah, we'll use you though. Is this is kind of like carrying a weapon behind, right? Right? Oh, okay. So yeah, this one is definitely for me, someone trying to poke you or attack you with a sword or whatever that is, right? Something like that. There you go. Yep.
Yeah, that's all it was on the back.
Yeah, you look pretty good for your first real side. Just
The kick six was
side cross. Alright, so we'll pick it from here. So step, down. Knees. Not like that, not like that. We're gonna flip both side back and come back in this kind of a back stance almost. It's almost a cat stance. I always struggle with this here too, so we have one of these, I bring my side down, we have one of these, and then I step with my right, and we're gonna do kind of these cross strikes. So here, this one comes out real quick, flip back. Don't stab yourself in the groin, it comes back, here, and I bring the pointy end across, and flip it out. So try that with just one hand first. One. The thing is, my hips follow, and that pointy end points towards something here. Flip it back. Step. Then do the same thing across the other way. 1, 2. I have a hard time with this part. Now you're doing it the other way, right? We did this with the inside of the arm.
Yeah, that's what trips me up.
So we're doing this. Right now, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Side back. 3, 4. Side works me out. Then there's one more, right after left. Boom, boom. 1. This is another one I always have a hard time with. 2, 3, stab. No? We'll do that one. That's another big hand groove. Watch it build good. That's enough. That's a good shot. I
I just remember not seeing that.
I remember, yeah, it's what it was.
Yeah, so that's the connecting the two.
I think you're getting confused with a different product. We didn't do that this time.
No, we did. Who's there?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was there. So there's.
What's the name of this time?
You shot on the side. You shot it. No.
We're after that.
Left
I
side.
watched a lot of shot on the side this week.
It's out there, and there's some subtle.
Yeah, they're always.
There's little differences, right?
Figure it out.
Because I was watching it to try to get to the end, right? And I could did the cheat codes, right? But yeah, that one's there. Go down, flip the side out, and I'm gonna go back along this line, right? Hey, now I turn. 1,
Stevie flippy.
2, here, flip. Does that turn again? Hey, that's the end. Then it brings you right back to where you started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go. This little knot up here at the end, I always get tied up on.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple, there's like a little foot side, and then you just definitely across.
Yeah.
But I'm not fixing the line.
No, I remember that.
Oh, good job, guys. Well, I think I'm good. Who gets a couple of shoots?
Want to run through Seru?
Yeah, let's put the side away. You're welcome to follow along if you'd like.
Maybe a little punch in.
Oh, God. You got a couple minutes, maybe we'll post it back. Yeah, Seru. We'll pull that up.
Yeah.
I'd say Don, but I'll take it from you.
Yeah.
Right now.
Here's what I have now.
Seru. Hey. You like it? Hey. Forgot how backy that was.
Yeah. It was backwards.
No, I have to get that conscience and see what's here. He'll come back. Yeah.
I don't even know what that one begins to look like.
All right, we can stumble through concept.
Let's do it. You know parts. You know
I think
something.
so.
Touch in. Set it back. Front and the back. This way. So that was remember.
That's it.
I always want to start on the wrong side. I always want to start over here. It's right, left. Ah, it's in there. It's all in there somewhere.
That black hole call your brain.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, let's bow out here. Felt out of stand out. Very good class. Persona.
Obrigado, meus pastos.
Right. Thank you. Obrigado, so much. Thank you, everybody.